Why have I been teaching my child how to speak for 3 years and haven't made a breakthrough? Now, your child's brain has two systems. There is learning mode and survival mode. And at this moment right now, you might be wondering, why have I been teaching my child how to speak for 3 years and haven't made a breakthrough? You need to understand that maybe your child is no longer, and most of the time he's not in learning mode and he's in survival mode. And you want to know what caused a child to come from a learning mode to a survival mode. Because if you understand that, you might find a solution to actually making your child learn speech, run normal schoolwork, or even perform other activities like other children are able to do when they're in a calm state. So what happens when a child receives too much sensory information, screens, it can be people, it can be sound, it can be more light, because his nervous system process that information different, and it perceive, and when it process that information, and amygdala feels like it is a threat, because that's how he's processing sound. It's processing it 5 times compared to you. What amygdala does, it activates hypothalamus. And hypothalamus, what it does, it triggers sympathetic nervous system and stress hormonal system, or HP axis. What these do, they reduce activity in the prefrontal cortex. When the activities in the prefrontal cortex are reduced, your child will come from the learning mode to the survival mode. So when you look at your child having a meltdown, is hyper, just know that he's not in a learning mode, he's in a survival mode. And what should you do? Stop unnecessary sensory information like screens. Why should you take your child to shopping malls when you know his nervous system is yet to start handling that? So when you look at the center of this problem of children not learning, not even using speech quicker the way we want, you might find that actually sensory overload is at the center of attention deficit, is at the center of not learning, is at the center of even gut issues, because one of the things that also sympathetic nervous system does, it diverts blood from the gut to the muscles. So if the blood which should be supporting the gut to process food and do digestion normally is not there, of course there are going to be a problem. So what should you do? This is where therapies like hunger therapy comes in, because they allow the nervous system to feel calm. And when the nervous system is calm, you can be able to improve your child's learning, whether it's language, whatever you want him to learn, you'll be able to learn, because he has a calm nervous system.